Whoa! Wow! Oh, that joy, that blood of joy is just powerful. And whoa, it's so wonderful. I am here just taking in all these fountains of joy until I'm about to burst at the seam. And I am so happy that you tuned in to hear this program. And I am so on top of this world because we are here dissolving disease and sending out joy and healing to the whole world. Oh, yes. From my heart to yours, we send out love and power and healing. And you can raise your hand and take in all of that power now from our dynamic source, the infinite mind, divine God, divine source. Whoa, it's blowing now. All you gotta do is receive it. Woo! I can feel that dynamite power. I can feel the diseases dissolving among people everywhere. Oh, wow. I mean, it has such power that it can come into you as you receive it, and it can totally dissolve the disease processes. You may have disease processes that are starting and that are just barely getting started, and you dissolve them in this way before they even get started. You may have a long-held disease. This will come in and totally heal that disease. It can totally wipe out that disease, whatever stage it's in. There's no incurable disease, and that is so marvelous. Oh, I just feel the power every time I say that. Oh, that there is nothing incurable, that all this dynamic power. Oh, don't underestimate this dynamic power. Oh, you underestimate it when you think there's an incurable disease, or when you accept the word of somebody that there's such a thing as a terminal illness. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. It's just so powerful. You need to lift your hands and receive it now. Let the dissolving begin. Oh, let the healing power begin to blow and well up within inside of you now. Ask it to come in. Ask your divine source, the divine power, the infinite mind, the creator of this universe. Ask that creator, this beautiful, wonderful universe to come in and start the dissolving process and begin to heal you from the top of your head to the tip of your toe. Oh, great, such great harmony. Oh, full of infinite harmony and power, a great dynamo full of infinite harmony and power. That's what our great divine source is. And we can get in that and let that harmony flow in us. And we can say, let me have more harmony. Let me have more of you, of which you are on the only substance you have is harmony and peace and joy and love. So let me participate more in that. Oh, I want to receive more harmony and more peace and more joy and more happiness. Get my mind off of the fears and the anxieties of mass consciousness and all of the reporting of bad news and the multiplying of all the tales that are going on and all the falsehoods that are going on and all the deceptions. Get rid of those. Put them out of my mind. In this 1 minute right now, I am only concentrating on receiving that dynamite within me that can blast out all illness and can heal all disease. And I am going to look up and receive all of that now and let it flow like it is in the mighty Niagara power. And then I'm going to rejoice and rejoice and rejoice some more. I'm going to shout. I'm going to get happy. I am going to dance in the spirit. And I am going to be so grateful for all of that great harmony and power that flows within me now, and all that harmony that I feel now. I am grateful. I am so tremendously grateful for all of that. Harmony is just so powerful and so full of energy. And oh, you want to just stay in it once you experience it. You want to stay in that peace. You want to stay in that harmony. And you want to realize all the things that can be done through this dynamic power. How many people can be healed? How many things can be rectified? How many problems can be dissolved? How many solutions can be found with all this power and energy and all this dynamic force? Whoa! It's such a magnificent, marvelous, multitudinous power that to perform so many multifarious things in your life that you cannot believe. You cannot believe how many things will be all of a sudden solved, all of a sudden rectified, all of a sudden you'll be lifted and you'll feel that lifting power lifting you up to a great mountaintop and showing you all of the marvelous things below. Oh yes, and showing you all those things which he has prepared for you, and only as you wants you to get under that spout where that glory comes out and begin to start receiving all of those great gifts. Oh, but we have to receive them. We have to make ourselves ready for them. Whatever you're ready for is ready for you. Whatever you can accept is ready to accept you. We have to make ourselves ready. We have to turn our attention to it. We have to open up our receptive spirit and say, I am ready to receive all of this power. I am ready to be anointed by you, God. I am ready to flow this healing power. Just let it flow in me and I will flow it out to others. Just let it flow in a mighty way and I will be careful to be grateful and thankful and flow it and flow it and flow it, and I will not stifle it and I will not hold it within, but I will let it flow like a mighty river out to the world. Tributaries going everywhere, power going everywhere, rays of sunlight going everywhere, all of those rays building up in here, the day star rising in my heart, and the power of the Spirit flowing, and the power of the truth marching forward, and I will be a part of casting out all these illnesses, and I will be a part of letting the truth make people free. I will give them the truth that they can definitely understand and believe and set themselves free from all of their ills and all their problems. And yes, we can begin to flow this, and it will flow more and more like a mighty, mighty flowing river, and it will raise people up and it will accomplish what he has set out for it to do. But it all starts with us understanding that dynamo is there. That infinite dynamo is there, and we have to recognize its the presence of that infinite dynamo, that infinite divine dynamo, the divine mind, divine God, divine source, divine creator of the universe, the supreme being. We have to recognize that divinity of that supreme being and how powerful he is and how omnipotent and omnipresent and omniscient he is, so that we can begin to receive that power. And we have to ask for it to saturate our mind and saturate our body and saturate every part of it and begin, to disseminate through us and to begin, to imbue every single atom and cell of our body. I want to be fully imbued with this power, and that's how you dissolve disease. You become imbued with the opposite of disease. All of this power and all of this joy and all of this love and all that is the opposite of disease, and cast it out and displaces it and replacing it. We got to understand that displacement and replacement factor, and how that enough of this power of the dynamo is there. If enough of it is there, it displaces everything unlike itself. If enough of it is there, then enough harmony is there, and that harmony will displace all inharmony. Oh, yes, such a mighty power of harmony like we can never believe. We can't believe the symphony and the harmony and the power and the dancing of all of our parts of our body, and the way that all of our cells will dance before God, and we'll get in rhythm, and we'll get in harmony, and we'll get in power, and we'll begin to shed forth light, and we'll begin to have a mighty radiance of light shining all over us and all through us, and it will displace everything of darkness and everything unlike light and everything unlike that sunlight of power, everything unlike that dynamo of truth and love and joy. Oh, yes, we need to understand the power of all this. Oh, to understand how it wipes out disease and how it replaces and displaces disease, we have to understand the overwhelming power of it. We're not placing it at a high enough place. Whoa, 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 we're just thinking about something very small. We're not realizing how big the universe is, and how big the creator of the universe is, and how much power he has, and how much power he can blow, and what he can accomplish with it in the great flow. Whoa, if a mighty river flows fast enough, it can wash out trees and fill hundreds of trees will be washing down that river. It can blow mighty things down that river. It will, and everything with the power of the rushing of that river. And that's the way this dynamo power of God works. It can come in and it can wash out all that debris that have been laying in the bottom of the river or the bottom of the creek, and all of it will go washing right out. Oh, yes, enough water will wash out all debris. Enough power of God will wash out all disease. Oh, there's not a cancer that can't be washed out. Not any kind of illness that cannot be washed out. Not any kind of addiction that can't be washed out of us and replaced with such joy and such power that we never think again about that addiction or a need for anything. Oh, all of the bad habits can be broken immediately, and this power will surge to such a great extent that there won't be anything left in its wake. It'll all be cleared out, and all we have to do is receive in this joy and this power and understand how dynamic this dynamo is. Oh, yes, it's the dynamics of dissolving disease. And we can learn those dynamics, and we can understand those dynamics. Those dynamics are logical. It is just a matter of letting the power come in and displace what is unlike the power. Oh, yes, it's just a matter of letting the power flow, getting our minds pure and off of all the things that are distracting us from the power of God, all the things that are causing us to fear, all of the things that are causing us to be apprehensive, and getting our minds on to nothing but the power of God, so that the power of God has a free course to flow. Whoa, the river it can't be dammed up. You got to get rid of that dam and get rid of so you have to get rid of all the resistance. Get rid of that resistance. We talk a lot about resistance, but you can get rid of that resistance. If you start letting this power flow in, then it'll give you the strength to get rid of the resistance. And then once the resistance is out of the way, it'll flow like a mighty river and wash out anything that is causing disease, anything that is causing heartache, anything that is causing fear, anything that is causing anxiety. And yes, I'm going to pray right now, whoa, for everyone that has anxieties or fears or diseases of any kind. Oh, Father, in the name of thy Holy Son, Jesus, wash out all disease, wash out all fear and anxiety, lift people up out of depression, lift them up out of their obsession with the bad habits, lift them up out of their sense of oppression. Oh, dear God, and lift them up out of bad habits, and right now set them on a high mountain of joy. Oh, dear God, and heal of all types of cancer, all types of diabetes, all kinds of circulation problems, all kinds of blood problems, all kinds of, whether it's a lupus or whether it's a, paralysis or stroke or anything like that, or Parkinson's disease, just to heal them right now in the name of thy Holy Son, Jesus, and raise them up to a place where they can experience such joy joy and such power that they cannot believe. Give them that unbelievable joy. Give them that unbelievable power. Give them that dynamite within inside. Put that dynamo within inside of them and let it begin to flow out and heal the world and solve the problems of the world and begin to be a mighty light to the world. And let that sunshine and that day star get so within them that the light is shining all over them and all out everywhere and shining in and breaking down problems and breaking and providing solutions. Oh, we ask all these things in the name of the Holy Son, Jesus. Amen, amen, and amen.